Site pressure is on for Magisk and for Dupree, who occupy the B site right now. Getting closer is Virtus.pro, and just Magisk in the hot seat, dead after one. Yakindar's disrupting the rotations down here in middle as well. Any kills he can get, so valuable to VP, but nothing is found. And in turn, a 3-on-3 retake given a go by Astralis.
Yeah, double flash and they go, no waiting around. The bomb is ticking and the kills are flying through. There's a trade from James. Now it's all on Buster for him with armor, with every hope in the world. But does a USP tap him out? There's the ding, and Buster can't convert. Glaive covered, looking away. Head hitbox hidden, and Zip provides the shot. 3 kills from him, and a lovely little retake for Astralis. A lot of a kill here, and instead it's the info, and he backs out. Gotta watch out for Yakindar and Cat. He's trying to sandwich them in, but he's already been dealt with, and Zip gets out.
Chance to play retake. You can get these players on the cross. VP didn't have a lot of utility because of the force buy here, and so they're having to... Kicker taps it. That's the Molotov to deny the bomb plant with so little time left. The fact that the bomb is now dropped out in the open is a big problem for Buster. He's providing kills, he's providing pressure, but he's got to get this bomb planted, and he's taking fights on the catwalk instead. The round falls apart for VP.
That was winnable. 4 CTs here to fight them. They're already pushed up. Oh, Buster knows, and he hunts down Zipex in the corner. Lots of Molotovs, lots of grenades. And Astralis are about to get beaten to the punch. The hunt is in. Buster, lighting them up with a couple. And Dupree does get out alive, but Astralis are worse.
The end of the world, because luckily enough, VP do take a while to actually get a move on. That's the key to this war machine. This Galil, they've crossed up the ramp. They're going to try and swing him together by the looks of things. And Kicker absolutely blows him out the water. Virtus.pro are on to their first round here and now. And a lot of it coming off the back of Buster, who just really is keen to capitalize on how much Astralis were fighting him at long.
Yeah, they were throwing all these grenades, and good for Magisk, gotta say. There's the molly, and bye. No smoke for it, no chance, no hope in hell. VP on the board, and Astralis getting burnt to death.
Back in these tunnels. Oh, Magisk, there's the swing. Lots of bodies coming his way. And while he does take one to the grave with him, that is the extent of the B-hole. Now the rotation's coming in. One man already out into the site. Glaive up in the window. Only armed with this Deagle. Can't have a say on what's going on. He's Molotoved out of position. Astralis, they might just have to save here. As mentioned, Magisk really had to get away with a couple of kills.
Just take their quick ecos and then have gun rounds ASAP. Instead, they're stuck in this weird middle spot where, you're saving SMGs now.
Get you out, and Virtus.pro, man, this is just the A commitment. In they come. There's Glaive's off. Good for the first. And now fighting even further is Glaive. It gives Bobski a bit more room, a bit more of an element of surprise again. This 1-2 punch in the A bomb site staggers VP for a moment. Can they dust themselves off? Can they pick themselves up? Buster not able to get these entries. Kicker, while he has tapped out one, he's got to create a lot more room, and with very little time to play with, the options, the opportunities, they're starting to elude Virtus.pro. That bomb plant gonna come in with seconds to spare. Left in a 2 versus 4. The bomb is planted for short, so it's all set up for Jane to close the round out. However, he's bested by Glaive's AWP. He's had a pretty quiet game so far as Glaive, but in the right place at the right time with the big green gun, you'll see through a 4th round for the Danes.
Yeah, lovely little shots. The no-scope to close as well. And you've got to wonder if, Bubski's making it.
That, right? Bubski had a spawn. He's been tossed the AWP in the early stages of the round.
So blind.
Yakindar, they don't know about him. How's he gotten away with a double kill? He runs right by Astralis. Other side as well. This gives the AWPs a chance to fight on the cross, and there is a kill coming in on the back of it. Tempting this round, a bomb plant's coming in. Astralis have backed the player off in towards B. That's Magisk.
He goes, Glaive trying to cross. James is here to stop him, and the jump shot won't connect, but the info does, and Glaive hits the shot in the air. Magisk helps out, and now it's up to James. The bomb's not for him. They're already sticking in the smoke, and there's nothing James can do. 5 rounds for Astralis. The retake with just a few seconds remaining is picked. Not what they wanted either. VP maybe upping the ante, upping the pace, and getting out long again quickly. It's going to be a man behind blue dead. Sadly denied as a kick.
Available lets him find impact in the post plant. Yakindar already dropped. Domes Glaive on that first peak, and now the attention of this long player split between 2 positions. Magisk We'll stay alive and keep the round afloat. A 3-on-3. Look at your Kindar, so low, and yet still good for the kills. 4 HP, and your Kindar is
Won by VP. Astralis did everything they needed to keep that even, to actually set themselves up for a 3-on-3 retake. But not today.
Astralis went on to pull that retake back, but this time he stops it in his tracks. And now he's trying to take it one step further by committing fast through B out into the open. They haven't dealt with the calm player yet. The USPs are doing it. Oh my word. Virtus.pro, they might have it stolen away on a full eco. Just the rifle on Magisk. And it's looking like it's done enough. The USPs steal a round away. And
Before the smokes land.
oh, big from James.
One way to open.
Yeah, crazy that he's so willing to take that engagement, and he wins it over Glaive's AWP.
Oh.
Nice response from dupreeh, and now info gained for Zip on the long side as well. Alone in this A-bomb site is Bubsky, but he's not going down without a fight.
Full flank the long side, and they bought time, as said, right? The Molotovs have given Astralis a bit more room to wait for dupreeh on the late lurk. Yakinda's considering it, but timing is everything. He looks back to the site, and he moves out of harm's way. Not for long. dupreeh with a spray converts the kill, and Buster's still here, trapped on the bomb site. Bubsky's about to find out, and there he goes. 9 rounds to 5. Astralis with another perfect A retake. They've been full of them on this CT side, and it feels like VP can't catch a break. We've not really seen many
Juncture in this game. Out through mid doors they go, an accidental jump for Bubsky, and that's given Yakindar a double opener. dupreeh trying his best to save the day. The only guy left in the B site. dupreeh, take us to safety. Oh no, instead he's sidelined by Sanji out through the doors. dupreeh was the man to open this round up, and now from beyond.
Astralis is on it. They're waiting for Zip to come through the tunnels. Sanji with first contact. It's not an easy shot. Glaive's gone. All onto Zip. They can double face or not face at all, and it's the VP way to make you wait and find 6 at the end of the half.
Not enough to make a difference. Now moving in to this second half of play.
Oh, that's one way to start it. Look at the kills. They're flying through. Everyone getting dropped. The only thing... Oh, dear. It should be a freebie. He's whiffed some shots at least. Going to have to get out alive. But, oh, Buster will make up for it with a quick tap. 1-on-5 from Magisk.
Oh, man, I think I remember it. Let's see. Magisk, dead. Shot in the side of the head. Virtus.pro. 7 to their name. This player tucked at Gandalf. The molly is wasting precious time. They can't get this bomb planted. They can't get the bomb planted, and Virtus.pro have won it on the time alone. It eludes Astralis. Back to basics is what's needed to find success. So they take this long control. They're pressuring the players in the site. Sanji, not letting these guys out of cat, has just given a lot of room over to Virtus.pro. Look at this now. It went from only 2 bodies in this site to suddenly everyone's here, and they're all chipping in. Jame with a late trade. The bomb out at long, but it is just Jame left. He's got it down to a 1v1 on both sides, and now playing around this bomb with Glaive left to beat. It's a clash of Orpas, a clash of legends, and Jame is the man to put 11.
His usual tricks on catwalk. He won't be there for long, right? That's standard. You're expecting that every round for Astralis, but Buster yoinking a kill out of middle with only a pick.
There's a guy here on cat, and now he's been even more aware that he's hit this timing, blindsiding Magisk, who is never ready for a close swing. Glaive out through the short side, does have Jame to beat, and this is a fight that Jame has been good in time and time again. The fact that Zip has knocked him out has maybe given them a chance after all. Huge from Zipnix on this long flank. Astralis have still got fight in them yet. A 3-on-2 with the bomb down, and you're kidding.
9. It would be reliant on one more rifle round. Now Astralis have given themselves a second life. Double digits. James been doing it round after round, and he's been flashed off every time, but not today. Bubsky, no flash for him.
Already, oh my god, James just flashed. No one peeks on the back of it. Maybe just an info flash. No one fires off, so they're not ready for these close peeks. Magisk with a double. Yakindar holding on to the site. Won't give them an inch. And with Jame still covering from Cat, Glaive is pincered in a rough spot. He's got to flush out Yakindar, and they can't seem to deal with this pest in the A-bomb site. Zip with the flick, and still Yakindar being a nuisance. Zip with the turn! AWP fighting back in. and it's a 1v1 again. Jame versus Glaive, clash of the big brains, clash of the titans, and Jame is calling Glaive's bluff. He knows he's trapped, and Glaive will nail the shot. No accounting for that. In this B site is the armorless Yekindar. This is it. This is all your chickens coming home to roost. He needs to make a play, and aim punched out of the round. Zip's gonna get him. A 4-on-3, and the B site stripped away from Virtus.pro. They're saving. They're not attempting this one. Astralis, Astralis, you look at the legacy that these guys have. On LAN is where they do their best work. And I think no one is exemplifying that more in these last few. Feel the need to rotate players over. This puts Sanji in a dangerous spot. Could have been the opener for Dupree, but instead, he does see that fight through.
Got to get past double snipers, and Glaive, not usually an AWPer. Is he up for the job?
Oh, yes, he is. Nails the opener. As you say, more where that came from. Up in the site. Now they know about Jame. Flashing him off the angle. The bomb is dropped on the long side. Time is the problem. And Jame, as we say, the Time Lord in this A bomb site, is trying and denying the round to Astralis. Even though he's taking fights, it's unwinnable for the Danes. 13 for Virtus.pro.
Out now, there's Buster climbing up and over with his smoke down. Kicker's actually opened up. He's dropped the mid to B. He blocked the smoke. Glaive didn't have open season, and it's an absolute slaughter inside of the B site. Magist trying to save the day. He's grabbed a couple of kills, and the CTs aren't here yet. They're caught off by the smokes, by the molly landing in the window. Astralis, this round looked as good as done. But now suddenly I'm believing all over again.
Especially with guys like Zip still alive. Oh, it's into a 2-on-2. This was a 2-on-5, by the way. Zip Nix trapped in a corner. Sanji is right behind him. And even though Magisk is trying to watch for this, it's still the kill coming in for Virtus.pro. Team Ace as everyone pulls their weight. A damn good try from Magisk and Zip. You couldn't have asked for more out of them, but it's not enough. VP for the gang all around him starting to find their footing. It feels almost very somber that 10 kills could make all the difference in this game. Magisk with the opener, and a huge one to find at that. Look at this, fast up short. I don't know how Jame has been able to stay alive, but he survived the drop into CT. And look at Yekindar, fast up the short side. It's given over a kill. Glaive has just missed the timing onto Buster, but right now they're concerned with getting the bomb planted, and that alone I'll get it down. Molly's a little late to do too much damage. Bubsky's out of there, high and dry, all good. Jame on the long side deletes Magisk, and it's another one of these 2v2 retakes, this time in the A-bomb site. Bubsky and Glaive, the two to try and keep Astralis in this, and just Jame left.
With James splitting up and that info being gained by Magisk, they're able to take a 2v1. And that puts him in the lead. That puts him on map point, series point, semi-final point.
So than ever. And a missed utility out here at long. And Zip is looking worse for wear. He's mollied out into the open. In part, his own doing. And down now, and over here in mid, Dupree, who's had a quiet game, has reclaimed the 4-on-4. And in this B site, Buster is alone. He's taking control of the tunnels. He's grabbed an AK, and Buster steals the round from Astralis. Just Bubsky. Overtime is on the horizon, and all of it has come off the back of Buster's B-hold. Bubsky, what can you do? Can you rid us of this man in the tunnels who has stolen the game from your teammates? First kill found for Bubsky. Now a chance at a 1v2. A big T-spawn wrap, and Bubsky runs right into Jame. It's another overtime, getting stuck in over at long. A big fight underway. Someone's got to take something, and eventually Kicker will. A man advantage for Virtus.pro to begin overtime. And now we need heroes to emerge. Instead, the problem is dug deeper for Astralis.
And Glaive now does not have that info. This is a free kill for Yekindar. Oh, he takes it in the end. Looked a bit scary with the first few shots, and now Astralis know they're walking into a stack. They've got to fight their way through.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. You just got to admit, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of guys here. It's not likely, but we've got to do our best, and their best is not good enough. The double orbs tear through into this A-bomb site. Kicker, waiting at ramp, is mollied into the open. He is playing with fire. He's right behind that smoke, and Zip is going to spam him out through it. A man advantage taken for Astralis. Can they do good on the back of this 5-on-4?
Yeah, you can just read the lurk. Bubsky's coming in. You can have just checked it, but Bubsky gets the kill. Now Sanji up close. He's got the kill. He's got a chance, and he's got the first kill. But that bomb is open, and not for him, but for the AWP. James is stripping them apart somehow, getting Magisk through the back of Gandalf. What a wallbang. 2-on-3. Bubsky's still here with another lurk to shut down the retake. They're not on the bomb yet, and they never will be. Bubsky backstabs. Glaives. So you don't know. Oh, they're going through the molly. Magisk smokes it. He runs wild. Buster's on 1 health. He still holds on.
A nade in the window would deal with Buster. It would remove this incumbent B player. James is here with his AWP, but they've already crossed behind the smokes. James isn't aware that a player's gotten out yet, and Bubsky will deal with that AWP. Now, Buster's AWP at 1 point of health has got to do a lot.
Flash to kill him.
Crossing into the site are Astralis. Bomb plant comes in, Zip with a kill, and the molly's going to burn out Glaive, but it's still advantage to Astralis. Kicker and Buster, what can they even do here? Oh, the nade, it just trickles in through the door. Buster's time has come. Kicker, 1 versus 3. He can't find a thing. They're not giving him the fights, and Bubsky's there to see that. If they saw through 2 overtimes in this series, opener for Zip on Kicker play.
Bubsky to go to the window. Dupree flashes the smoke. Ikinder's blind, and the wallbang's there. Dupree gets the kill. Now Bubsky can help out. Dupree can slink off into the shadows and wait for the flanks to activate, so they will. James turns around and gets his head removed as Magisk refused to get checked, and Astralis keep it clean as can be.
A cat execute with utility pouring in. Kicker cut down by Bubsky in CT. A 4-on-4 as that bomb gets into the site. Glaive is still waiting for this long fight, and it could decide so much. Sanji wins it out. Is that the chance now for Virtus.pro to carry this round over the line?
Flashing through, rushing them down. The VP are fighting you in the spawn. The Ikinder double faces in for 2, and Magisk is left on the back seat, warming the bench and maybe having to save. Ikinder won't let it happen. That's a lights out headshot. And Sand top 2 teams, but they're not there yet.
Yeah, out through mid. Big opener for Kicker. And once more, it's Dupree on the pouring in through the catwalk. And Glaive is really feeling the pressure. There's one from this AWP. Can't make it a double. And with Zip spotted, he's getting wrapped from the long side. This is falling apart at the seams. Virtus.pro just 2 kills away from a double overtime affair here on Dust 2.
Let's run it back, baby. I got nowhere else to be. Astralis, they're coming in off of Cat, and they're coming in foaming at the mouth, but VP have locked the door. They've shut the gate, and they kept the smoke up. Astralis throwing in that execute utility just to retake, but there's more Molotovs where that came from, and more kills for Ikinder to be claimed. Punches another ticket. Magisk now alone yet again in an unwinnable round, and VP, all they have to do is slip the noose round his neck, and there it is. 18 all. Double overtime. This out in the mid to be. Bubsky doesn't know yet. His teammate's getting pressured, and they're very close. Bubsky gets the spot, and he even gets the drop. The bomb now loose, and they find Dupree. Bubsky hunting, but he couldn't see James up close. That's put VP back in favor. Ikinder is here to cut off rotations and ruin your day while he does it, and the bomb has been planted.
Yeah, this is brutal. You've got to get out. You've got to deal with Ikinder. You've got to flush out this one man in CT. They will deal with him, but it's taken a lot of time. Precious seconds eaten off of this clock for Astralis. Up through the double doors they go. They've got to be pacey. They've got to be speedy. There is a mid-wrap coming in as well from Virtus.pro. The longer they take, the more damage Buster can do. He's stripped Glaive out of the round. And for Zip, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's going to take the fight to the site. He's going to take the fight to James. Deal with him, but no time for the round. Virtus.pro, they take the first in double OT.
Man, I love how James does that, right? You know, you could just expect him to...
Oh, and he's trying to get stuck in. And that's actually just going to give the opener to Virtus.pro. It's rolled out the red carpet. Dupree a dead man because of that flash. And it's all unraveling for Astralis now. This is VP in a nutshell, man. They get you exhausted. They get you tired. They get you making mistakes that you never often make. It's Astralis.
Space. Sanji's taken long very quickly. The volley is in, and that's a nice start for Bubsky, providing cover to his teammate. Yakinda's dead, and Kicker will follow as well. Sanji, they know he's here. He's locked behind the box, and grenades are flying in. Nowhere is safe right now, and they're coming to you as well. There's another flash over the top. Sanji blind, and he still hits the kill.
Oh, they just want to get him. He's a free kill as far as they're
volley.
concerned. Finally, they burn him out.
Felt like that should have come first.
Right, especially considering you're just sat on it. But I guess, you know, wanting to try and just force the kill without wasting that bit of utility, it ended up costing them quite the player. With Zip removed, that is the shining star for Astralis out of
This day, Dupree just needs a kill to hold on.
Yeah, there is a flash on Buster, but it's not going out. Dupree instead swept aside by the entry of Buster. Glaive has now got to do it all, and he's been spotted. Does deal with Jame, and just Buster left to find. Glaive takes it all away from Virtus.pro. A double on that AWP, and the retake is in, spearheaded by the IGL Orpin phenomenon that Glaive's looking to turn into.
Yeah, that would have been awful if they lost that round, right? That was a 2-on-4 for VP. That would have really hurt us. B-men, they've got to hold strong. Kick it, trying to kill Dupree, cannot find that headshot. It's Dupree to open up, and now the mid to be activated. Bubsky, first to fall for Astralis, and there needs to be no more if they want to keep this game going. Yakinda's denying the B split. Buster there with the AWP up against Glaive, misses his shot, and Glaive's hunting him down. Buster gets 2 shots off before Glaive can, and even though Dupree's farming kills, they don't make a damn difference. VP, 21 rounds off of the time alone. It treats him so well.
Oh, actually, wait, that's the door smoke thrown over by Glaive. Jame realizing just how alone he is, and he can't make a stand. The B bomb site is overwhelmed. Astralis, a fast B play, might have just kept this dream alive after all.
Yeah, again, I'm going back to it, but it's what worked in regulation. They just couldn't close this one. They couldn't get those last couple of rounds, and then we started seeing faster B rounds. That auto sniper spam, the mid to B, quick calls. I love it from Astralis. They've just got to put a bow on it now and close the round. Glaive going in to take down Sanji in the tunnel, and at this point, VP, there's nothing to save. There's also no reason to go for it. So, looking lost in the source. Yakinda's going to try and get some kills, pad his stats, but reality is sinking in right now. More util is landing, Glaive is hunting, and it's only Buster just trying to get away with something. VP won't make that mistake again. They won't leave a solo man on B in this round, but it draws the question, do Astralis go back to what's working?
Right.
Or do they try solo B and Jame hunting for kills in middle? The nades are nice. If they landed Zip, it would have been a kill. Instead, it's Zip finding the opener. Wall or smoke spam. Yakinda's here alone. They're already up close towards the boxes. Dupree's firing off. Yakinda's dropped the bomb, and he's managing to stall out Dupree's fight. No way! Yakinda takes 3 kills and keeps this round going. He might keep the series going, and into Inferno we go. 3 maps, the distance.